Hi guys, and welcome to another The Dual Experience livestream. We are here today for this special. Hi guys, for this special, event stream on the Teen Titans event, and the game is live now with these new heroes from next month. So you can see in game. Atrocitus. You can see his kit and Larfreeze. Yeah, no problem. So we have these new kits in the game, and the new reworks are even live. So Jon Stewart and Star Sapphire. So no problem for the language, Joe. So the kits are live, and we will talk about them in a second. They are pretty nice from what I've seen. And the most important thing is that the easiest one to talk about is Jon Stewart. He changed his like Supergirl. His fifth skill is no longer a leadership one, but it's microphone should be okay. I can raise it a little bit, but should be okay. Is no longer a leadership, is now just a passive skill, but it used to proc on everyone's health, and right now it procs only on Jon's. So you want Jon on DI from this, maybe, or his embodiment of will. So as soon as he gets the DI, this will proc. And to be honest, I haven't had any chance to yet test him, so I don't know if this is because I didn't play with him before the rework. As you can see, my Jon Stewart is gearing up in the days after the rework was announced, and I was farming his shard with Alliance packs, so I didn't have any chance to test him before. The only thing that I know is that is Ring Barrage and Beware My Power were pretty scary while meeting him in PvE or in the old PvP tournaments. And we will see, I suppose, in a couple of days as soon as I have him at full gear 10. As of Star Sapphire, but really no one wants me to talk about these guys. You want to know about Larfreeze, which is a special damage dealer, as you can see, and as his lore wants, it's a stealer, it's a thief. So he has these skills when he steals buffs from every hero, both your heroes and your opponents. Yeah, Michael, I know that you would. And if you were in a situation where there's no buff to steal, it will still gain 2 intelligence up. This is kind of abysmal if you want to just gain 2 strengths up. I'd rather go with the life stealing blast. But in many cases you maybe want to go for that 2 and then maybe call for an assist or something. And the benefit of stealing all those buffs is that it will do special damage and will get 10% more damage for each buffs on him. So it doesn't matter about his own buffs, and compared to the likes of Firestorm, it doesn't lose his buffs. The other buffs are at the moment just some kind of interesting. If he gets debuffed, it will purge the debuffs. Hi, Lord Milutin, sorry. I didn't think you will join. And this is ugly. because compared to Constantine, where one of your friends dies, you will give them intelligence down. This is like Hetrigan. So each time an enemy dies, he gains 2 permanents intelligence up. And I suppose this will scale with the points. So the first point is just 2 permanents up. As soon as he gets to, you know, half skill or full skill, I suppose that they will become 2 or 3 or 4 maybe, and it will become a new Etrigan. But these are permanents. So right now you are, you know, taking more of an interest in this kind of legendary points where it steals intelligence up on the target. So I suppose this became a no-brainer, Hongrod. Yeah, those are permanents. So just copy them, move them with Ivy or whatever, and you are just set up. It's gross. And I don't even want to think about the legendary points, because his kit is pretty good like this. And when we tackle legendary points, I suppose that maybe he will gain something else out of this or out of this. So he will, yep, all the copies are permanent. And you have seen that when I copied Reverse Flash speeds up or Doomsday buffs up are permanent. And imagine if you have him and Doomsday on the same team and you can give Doomsday permanent intelligence up. That will mean that Doomsday 4th skill will deal special damage and it will stun and it will be gross. So I'm just excited for the next month. I just want these last days to fly out and we will be in August, because I will buy 7,000 copies of Lord Freeze. So the new freebie. This is the usual first skill. When he damages an enemy and gains strength up, you can compare this to, you know, Power Girl when she damaged someone and gains he gains strength up. The second one starts to begin being interesting, and she applies damage, crit chance down, and int down that will benefit from Lord Freeze, you know, and then he has a chance to call assist from each enraged teammate, and maybe you can read his leadership. All enraged teammates are 35% damage and speed. So thank you, opposing Harlequin Magister. Please enrage my whole team, because I will destroy you. Yeah. And this is the 4th skill, yes, which means he will revive teammates passively like White Lantern Sinestro can do, and they will return with health and enrage. That means that they will get some turn meter by speed, get more damage, and is able to call assist from them with Choke on My Rage. And the last skill is damage to all enemy, 75% to apply enrage and strike tap to every teammate. So he's like the yeah. He's just great. I hope that is. Yeah, I suppose that he will throw that star. He will get it from some ring and he will throw it. And he seems like pretty interesting from the skills. And I hope that it will be, you know, I don't think it will be a meta breaker like Wonder Girl was. But I think he will spawn new kind of meta teams like Batgirl did. Batgirl just enabled Harlequin Magister, Wonder Girl, and one more. Yeah, yeah. I suppose that if he, you know, calls for deck start, it would be just awesome. Like, you know, Martial Manhunter gets to transform, or Giganta gets to transform. If he calls for deck start, we will be all happy fanboys. And I was saying, he is not someone that will, you know, destroy the meta and create a new one, but I suppose that he will be able to create some niche composition where, like the stun team, you will have the enraged team. And they suggested one composition in the, you know, spoiler, where they said please play with Grundy, Wonder Girl, and Aris. And because Aris will benefit from enrages, Wonder Girl will do 100% more damage with her first skill, and she will do more damage because of Atrocitus' leadership. She will just slaughter greens on turn 1. So these are the new characters, and there's the last rework of the month. She got this new skill here. It's a passive, and she will cast True Heal on all allies and purge all the buffs with the legendary. This is just a nice addition, and this has been changed from the legendary focus to apply to, you know, lengthen the strength down duration to just gain 2 ints up, which is more synergistic with his kit, with her kit. This is a purge. She's a purger. She's a great purger. And this one right now, she was able to apply 20% chance buff immunity on someone. Right now she will apply buff immunity to someone and 20% to apply another buff immunity to someone else. I didn't, because I didn't have her geared up, but people were crazy happy when she was able to apply buff immunity during the Deathstroke reign of Lobo team. And yeah, I suppose that she will be back. I don't know if she will be good enough, and I'm, you know, at gear 1 and still leveling her up. But I suppose she will be nice, and because the meta right now is focused around a lot of buffs, like Wonder Girl and Superman, Power Girl, Hedvigan, and so on, I suppose she can be good. I will wait to level them up until a couple of hours from now, because I want to see which one I should level up for the Titan event. I may want to level up my Grundy, because I really want to play with him, with Atrocitus. And I've stockpiled so many gears to level up 2 greens, 2 reds, and 1 blue to gear 11 from scratch. So just something like this. Let's take Luthor, and I can just, with this, as you can see, just with the level 4, I can level him up to level 17. And if I don't want to use those, I can use L2 and L1 plus the colored, or the L3. So I have a bunch of XP orbs saved for tonight and eventually for next month. And that's it. So before we go into the PvP part, there was a little issue before, when the PvP energy was costing, you know, going into the battle was costing too much. Sorry, it was costing 7, and yep, it was quickly fixed, and they gave us 10 free energy for the issue, which is pretty nice to me, because I just didn't, you know, experience the bug, because I wasn't playing at the time. I was just having my dinner, and yep, it's just nice to have 10 more energy to play with this night. Already used. Good for you. So one last thing, and I will start playing. If you are lurking, please follow up. I just need 1 more follower for this 50 target I was aiming to. Let's go. The 50 followers is to enable the subscribers. That's it. There. Thank you, Joe. So we are. We don't care about Starfire's week. We will probably end up pushing on a Monday, but we don't really care because any kind of reward that we will. Don't worry, Lord. I appreciate that you are here, and I will call the Hypnotoad to make you follow. Don't worry. So as long as you have 90 shards of her, or even 70, I will get her to L5, L4. So I'm pretty fine with this. And I will focus on Nightwing because I want him L4 and he's gear 10 finally, and I need 130 shards for L4. So let's go in his own hero showdown. Let's start with this lowlies. So we have a chance to showcase some Penguin matches. I really like him. I just don't want to shell the resources in him. And because Redwood is one of the featured hero buffed up, we will probably end up using him. So let's go with Redwood and maybe some greens here to counter all those reds. Terra is not someone, and I will save my Hetrigan as usual just to be able to or maybe Wonder Girl, just to be able to kill Z if Redwood fails to. So the plan here is to just go on Z, so she won't kill my Power Girl as she goes, and from there on we can just kill them with Starfire and Power Girl. These are all gear 10, so beside Penguin there was really no competition here. To be honest, I'm just dying to see this event because they said that this will be the end game, and it's pretty nice that we finally have some kind of Gear 11 content that maybe can push us to want more Gear 11 guys. No, this will not be the end game. This is the first step in that end game. This will be content suited and tailored for veteran players. This is what they said. The end game, as Ogre said, I suppose it will be raids or something. And Ogre said on Reddit that they are wanting to implement raids, but they are scary to fail. So they are going to, play slowly and do what they can to just give us the best implementation of raids. So while the game charges, let me disable the music for 1 second. Never mind. Yeah, if the health total is just increased, that will be no challenge at all, because we will not care about health total because we are in gear 11. The point is that we want them to do more damage and to be stronger than they are right now. But yes, I'm streaming for this exact reason, because I really want to see what's their idea or their wish to bring us more entertaining content. And I even wondered if the implementation of this challenge would have been something like, because Deathstroke is and was one of the most renowned enemies of the Teen Titans. I thought maybe they will have one fight, the end fight, where he is alone with just like Gear 13 against four of us. But I suppose we will see in a couple of hours. So this team has POT and DOJ. DOJ is not in the leadership position, so we can kill POT on turn 1. And we will use Superman to taunt up and Wonder Girl to kill Power Girl and Cyborg. They'll all, after we kill POT, rely on buffs. So that's the reasoning behind my choices here. And as I said, you want to speed up Deadshot, and I can kill POT only because she's gear 10. In gear 11 you are not able to kill her because she will have so much health. So I want to buff up and maybe try and kill her. Yep. So let me do that now. Disable the music and put some correct music in the background. Just 1 second. Okay. You're wondering why I swap out this. Because I've been told that the account ID is some private information, and to disable the audio you have to go into that menu. So I didn't even think about it as something you should be worried of, but better safe than sorry, right? Nope, I didn't. I just discovered like 1 month ago. And you know that I am the paranoid kind of guy. And it seems that Clayface is right now bugged in the way that it doesn't even revive. As you can see, there are right now 4 characters with invisibility. I will kill Clayface with this attack and he will not even try to clap. This is a bug. When I was talking with my Alliance friend, they said it's good, he has to be phased off sooner or later. But yes, the ugly one have been removed and it just don't clap any longer. So that's a shame, but I prefer this kind of bug when you have a giant piece of taunter meat clay thingy instead of the horrible one that was torturing us during the other villain event, where he was able to give everyone every turn a bunch of agility sap and invisibility, making the fight against Bane so excruciating. Yep, I suppose that they just changed his proc chance to something like 3% instead of 30%. We have just to wait for Superman to have laser eyes here and we'll be okay. I don't know what change did they implement. It's just that it no longer claps. It's bugged only in this board because there's the you know, the graphic issue of the screen here. In other boards, the second animation is okay. And I suppose you don't want to change someone animation just for one board, because they have to just rewrite completely his animation to be able to go and change that. So let's put some kind of music. Last time we were starting with let's use this one. Okay. On the edge of Tartarus. This one. Okay. So let's go back to the arena. We have two more, and people are just whining that Huntress is the board clear reward of this event. I don't agree on that, because I think that Huntress is one of the best character in the game for, you know, starting or beginners, and she's good until you get her to L5. You know, we don't have the resources for that, and maybe we don't even want to get there. But the point is that she's just good, and I don't know why people whine and don't consider that maybe there are people that are starting the game in the last months and didn't have any chance to gather enough over shards from Red Alert or whatever, and they can capitalize on this kind of free shards here or cyborg from the normal bolt clear. I don't care about neither of them, and you know that I have both of them more than L5, but I'm okay with that reasoning, Jess. The point is that you don't have to be selfish and think of you alone. You have to think maybe of someone that started yesterday to play. So if they just started the game, I just misclicked the wrong skill. I should have used the second one. So if they started yesterday, you want to give them Hal Jordan, Cyborg, and the likes, because it's the best way for them to clear the PvE content, and yeah, as Michael said, and build a good roster. If you give them 50 shards of Aquaman is good, is one of the best characters in the game to me, and is one of the best leader in the game. The point is, for a new guy, Aquaman will accomplish nothing, because after that month he will be gone. You won't have any chance to farm him. So I'd rather prefer to have someone that I can gather, you know, maybe one board clear each day if I'm a newbie. One board clear each day, and after that I have ways to farm him in PvP, PvE or whatever, and not someone so rare that I will be stuck with that. So let's just kill. As I said, as a selfish opinion, I'd rather have White Lantern Sinestro, SSDS, or anyone. But after you play for a while, you end up having everyone, as you can see. I have everyone at L3 or more. Yes, I want more of Batgirl. I want more of maybe Scarecrow or Broccoli or someone else. But people won't have 10,000 shards for Cyborg, you know. I have 1,400 and spare Cyborg shard. For L5 I just need 550. So more than enough for L5. And she's just there too. It's 1,434. So it's just 10 behind Cyborg. No, she is 20 behind Cyborg. But you get the point. There's no point in me wanting them. But I realize that many other people are just starting the game, maybe frustrated by Marvel Strike Force or other games like this, Star Wars or whatever, and they can use this kind of shards. And you say that because he's the only devil in the game, and you are envious of that? If you have any team that you'd like me to play, just ask Alec. Don't ask me to play with the new one, because I may play with... no, Jon Stewart is so low at the moment. I think I can play with Nightwing, but it's not something new. After the event unfolds, and we will see how it's going on and what's in it, I will stream again on Sunday in the afternoon, usual time slot. So here we may want to use Red Robin to purge Power Girl, or we may just go like this and be done with it. So let's use Superman here. He is faster than than DOJ and can take a beating from Z. This team is one I was already using without Red Hood buffs, and it's pretty nice. As I said, you want to taunt here, and there's no point in attacking her because she has so many intelligence up. You want Wonder Girl to be able to do some damage on her, and then buff up Wonder Girl and go from there. So Superman will be close to death, and we don't want to... we'd like to apply some bleeds and dispel those strengths up before she retaliates us and kills us. Okay, that's fine. And we will apply right now some buff immunity here, just to be able to kill her with Hetrigan. And from now on, you can punch Power Girl or just AoE. If I AoE here, I will bring Z down and I will be able to kill with Red Hood after I've killed Power Girl. So right now you have seen the kit for Larfreeze and Atrocitus. besides being hyped up by them, what do you think? Do you have any kind of compo in mind? Larfreeze will be your, you know, Harlequin Magister, Fate, Larfreeze, Hedrigan team? Or you have some kind of idea? I just want Atrocitus to be here and just to be able to destroy this stupid Harlequin Magister team. Get enraged, farm them. Yeah, Jess, I'm here after a week where I did like 1,200 kilometers in 2 days. I slept on the bus for 2 days. I had today a shift from 11 to 20. I've been home and got dinner and I'm here, so I'm pretty wasted too. Yeah, I should sleep at home instead of a bus, but you know, yeah, something like that. One thing that you should always keep in mind is that using Etrigan against a Superman-led team means that if you crit on the AoE, Superman will be the one that you will hit with Etrigan's random attack, and it will be damage immune because you have critten. So watch out and think before you go straight into it. Harlequin Magister again. Let's use some... Instead of Etrigan, maybe we can use... Hi, Darren. Yeah, it's 30 past midnight. And as I said, I'm pretty wasted from this week of travels and stuff like that. But I'm managing, and the hype from the next event that will start in a couple of hour, 1 hour right now, it's keeping me pretty awake. How was your day? Red Bull, I cannot drink Red Bull because it's something that causes me tachycardia. And eat coffee or whatever has no effect on me. I can drink a pot of coffee and don't even care. I can sleep 1 second later. So let's get this with 10 energy. Thank you, Warner Bros. I like that they didn't even wait for people to complain, and they already gave us the... Yep, I'm eating some coffee ice cream. So 2 reds, let's go power go. So let's try and kill. And you can even afford to miss on turn 1 with against Harlequin Magister because you have Power Girl, and Wonder Girl will start destroying them. The issue is that, as you can see here, one opposing Wonder Girl did proc on a 4 buff Power Girl. It's a shame. They will fix eventually. Yeah, I want to stream it because I think it's the first time that they said that this content is suited to the veterans. What I'm scared of, uh, I suppose so, Joe. Um, what I'm scared of is that they said you have to get your titans to the highest rank to be able to fight in the later nodes. That was this kind of um, advertisement that they threw out when it was released, advertised, you know. And I just don't want it to be like the old events where you had node 1, you can use everyone, 1 star. Node 2, you need to have 2 stars, and so on. Thus, on the last node, you are forced to have your titans at L5. That would be just horrible. Yes, if that's it, it will be horrible because there's nothing difficult in having a character at L5. It just means that you are just shelving money at a game, and that's it. There's nothing good in that. So I hope that they gave us something like first node they are gear 1, second node they are gear 2, and so on and so on. And when you get to the higher nodes, let me lower the music. When you get to the higher nodes, they are like gear 12. I will be fine, not really, not being able to complete the challenge. But to be honest, I just want it to be worthy. I just want it to be something that I can play and I can fail because I don't have the best team or I don't have the best character suited for the event. And talking about this, I will go after this game in my supposed team. I just want to be able to play until the very end of the event in the event and then fail. I'm okay if I fail. I just don't want to be unallowed to play. So the reasoning here is that my starting team will be something like this. Let me. So I have these two girls here at gear 11, full skill, full whatever, and then I need a leader and someone else. And the three leaders that we have in these events are Raven, Cyborg, and Nightwing, and Robin. I keep forgetting about him. Yeah, if L5 is ready for the final node, they will be just. Don't even make me think about that. So I was saying, this is my core team, and I will have special damage, physical damage, buffs, purges, and evasion up and each hands down, and a big AoE, 2 big AoE. Then I was supposing, because they are the two of them are good on their first skill, and they both can, especially Starfire, rack up more buffs and capitalize on that. I wanted Nightwing as the leader. And because Nightwing now calls for a call assist team, I was thinking about Cyborg in the last spot. Because everyone that's called the energy one more than Wonder Girl call for an assist is huge. Cyborg will rack up each chance up and crit chance up, which means that the cannon will one-shot guys, even in gear 11. I've proved that even if it's gear 10 on some videos. You can check those on YouTube in the campaign event, the campaign challenge, sorry. So this is my go-to team. And I will try to play with this as much as possible without skilling or doing anything else. Because my cyborg is gear 10 and nearly good skilled. Okay, so the best two skills are capped up and you don't care about the others. And Nightwing has been gear 10 since a couple of days. So if I get to play with him, I will just give him the legendary points and see what happens. And if the event is horrible, I won't even bother to spend the rings here. So we will see. And I was thinking about another team which was more focused on damage reduction, because maybe they are gear 12 and brutal. So I said, okay, let's go with something like this. Yeah, it's my fault. For something like this, where you have Raven and Supergirl able to completely shut down their crits and reduce their critical damage to nothing. So this is my backup team. Raven is just in the dumpster right now. She's like gear 1, gear 5, whatever. And I've saved enough legendary essence to level up a couple of them to L4 if needed. And if I get to choose, I'd like to have Terra to L4 and maybe Supergirl. Because Nightwing, I still don't have the shards for L4. So this is my team. I don't know which one you were thinking of going with it. But as I said, I will see. And the rewards here, these are Deathstroke shards that I don't even care. I will just suppose that I will just pretend that they are not there. And then there will be rings. And I hope that there won't be like one of those and one of those, because I really need those. Especially the white one, the life one. So 1 hour to go and we will see. In the meanwhile, we will just try teams if you want to, or just spunk those guys. So I suppose even that Power Girl did have the taunt on 2-1. She doesn't. Everyone has a guaranteed crit on turn 1, so it's just a slaughter first because they are not even gear 11. When the game was bugged and the game, each single game did cost 7 energy and the refresh was costing 15 energy, I was saying, sure, if you do something like that, where the board refresh cost 15, it will be just the end of the guys in gear 10 trying to be in top 10. Hi Mrs. Ogre, welcome to the stream. And I realized the other day that I wasn't following you, so I followed back the other day. Sorry. I just was checking my following targets and I realized I wasn't following you. So I was saying, if the board clear cost would have been... yep. I will stop when you follow up, Lord Mutin. I will call you Lord Mutin, you know. Because Milutin sounds like some kind of drugs for some kind of sickness. And maybe that's... By the way, kidding aside, they are pretty good. The two, I didn't play with Stars of Fire before, and neither Jon Stewart. Let's go over that again. But I know the differences because I remember their kit. So Stars of Fire did just the additional skill, which is just gravy, because she will through heal 100% to all allies. So it's a full heal to your team if she dies, and she will purge all the buffs from your team. So maybe you are against a Constantine team, you let her die, you are starting again. And this skill has been changed from something that was extending. Thank you. Thank you for the os. For was extending the duration of strengths up, the strengths down, sorry, to something more synergistic to her kit, which is the intelligence up, and this is huge. And this is one of the best thing that has happened to her, which is she was for a brief moment bugged, and she used to apply 100% buff immunity to a random enemy, and right now she does that again, and she applies 20% chance another buff immunity to a random enemy. So she seems like more or less into her previous kit, but the big difference is that she will gain intelligence up for every random attack, auto attack. This means that she will thrive in a call assist composition, and this AoE will just do something. She seems like more of a support, debuffer, or purger on your team, because she will apply buff immunity, strength down, and turn meter down to enemies, and will apply mends to your teams if they get buffs. So debuffed, sorry. She seems nice, better than she was. While Jon Stewart, to me, had two great changes. The first one is that his fifth skill is no longer a leadership, so you can just play with him. But he was changed to a team-wide skill, to a single target skill only on Jon Stewart. And the second most important thing is that this one applies now death immunity to a target. So you have the chance to just 20% of the time protect someone from sure death. And it just works on someone like Giganta, because she will get the taunt if someone is near death but has the death immunity. I hope that the death immunity from this is 2 turns, like the one from Embodiment to Will here. But the biggest change is here. This used to do light damage. It's right now just damage, which means that it will scale better with crit chance up, and it will do more damage. So more or less his kit is the same. He has the chance as an additional bonus to apply death immunity, which he used to do. This leadership is right now not a leadership any longer, just a passive, and that's it. No further changes. And I'm leveling him because he's the one, it is the first of the reworks to be used after Atrocitus. So in 2 weeks, around 2 weeks, he will be the one used. So I'm getting him to gear 10, and then I will see. The rework are interesting, especially because many player, the old player, already had Jon Stewart and Stars of Fire gear 10. So maybe this is one of the first time where people didn't have. Oh, no problem. And Stars of Fire is in red alert yet, while Jon Stewart is farmable from a node and in Alliance shop. So they are pretty cool. I was saying, this is the first time where people actually add them, because let's just be honest, no one had Joker, Clumpiness of Crime, no one was using Bane at the time, and so on and so on. So Swamp Thing was more relegated to some kind of forget about me, and then he became one of the stronger character in the game. So let's try this. Buff up, because we want to have crit chance up from Steppenwolf, and then we will attack. But sadly we got attacked, so she got the turn meter up. It should be fine anyway. You're welcome, Darian. You know that's what I do. I try to be thorough with explanation and I went a little bit over the kit from Atrocitus and Larfreeze. I'm pretty hyped from both of them. I'm just dying to see their legendary powers, because Atrocitus seems like a big bye-bye Harlequin Magister, while Larfreeze seems to me like a green Etrigan. With permanent hits up if an enemy dies. It's just good. And if you don't have White Lantern Sinestro, don't bother, because Atrocitus has a similar skill when he's able to rest your teammates. So, as I said, they are pretty interesting. Sadly, I'm just fighting this low level, but I should get into top 100 soon enough, so it's okay. Yeah. Sooner or later, I hope maybe it's a Lantern Mount. They will give White Lantern Sinestro as a board clear, and then we will wake up and it's Yellow Lantern Sinestro. Because, you know, it will happen. We will all, yeah, we will all hope for White Lantern Sinestro to be the board clear reward, and then we will see that's Yellow Lantern and say, thank you, Warner Bros. Actually, I'm farming Yellow Lantern because it's one of the few that I still don't have at L5 ball, let's say. So also, they changed the PvP pack. I was thinking about that before, and I said I should go check the Alliance pack and PvP pack. They said that they will change. So they removed Jon Stewart from here, and as soon as my... So Black Adam is in the uncommon slot. Harlequin... Yoo-hoo! Sinestro is here. They removed Green Arrow and Lobo is in the rare slot. This is awesome. I just like to get Lobo to L5, so I will buy every Lobo I get. And I will probably go there and get all the Enchantress too. NBA. And the PvP. So there's Vixen, Deathstroke again, Grandy again. So the common PvP pack is horrible. So just care about grinding the uncommon slot and all the rares beside this stupid Deathstroke, which I have more than enough. But Aris is still here, so let's see. And I hope that if it's removed from the... yeah, but it's not that Batman. It was the other Batman. World Greatest Detective was rare. Maybe they are hinting at a rework or something. World Greatest Detective is one of the best kits in the game. I really like him. It's a shame that I don't have the resources to get him to L5. Sorry, to Gear 11. But yes, such a nice kit. I hear people saying that Wonder Girl changes really hard. Which changes? I don't know that they changed anything in Wonder Girl. Have a nice lunch, Mrs. Ogre. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the host. See you later on or in the next days. Bye bye. So I was saying, he has one good leadership. If this would have been just, you know, maxed out like 15%, it would have been good. 2 buff purge at 15% is huge. The Batrangs are pretty nice and they are good against invisible targets, and they can purge up to 3 to 5 or 6 to 8 buffs if invisible. This one is just cute. You will get 100% 2 meter to a teammate, purge the buff and apply heavy heal. This one will lower the cooldown to everyone in your team and give affinity sap and turn meter. Second passive is down to... Yep, they did. But they refunded our... No, they didn't. They shouldn't do this kind of stealth nerf. This is horrible. Yep. This is horrible. Because people they should have refunded the rings from her kit and the gear. When you nerf something like this, you should give players some kind of compensation like 2k gems or whatever. Because again, this is not a smart move. This is horrible. It's not that everyone jumped into the hype train. She could have just worked normally with 6 buffs, and that's it. It's just horrible. To me, she's still a pretty good character. I don't like things doing underneath my knowledge, because until 2 minutes ago I was pretty sure that she will still proc him 100% of the chance, And that's not even that big issue with her. The big issue with her is that she's able to purge if she misses. That's the big issues with her. Let me find one, but yes, this is the issue with her. The issue with her is that Allegrima Jester has more than enough buffs, right? And she did purge after she missed. This is the big issue that they should have solved, not the stupid proc chance. Because she shouldn't be able to purge on miss, or at least, please, just treat us like, scapegoat and send us to the slaughter, but change the skill and say it cannot miss. I'm fine with that. I know that she cannot miss, and I'm okay. But if she misses, again, you shouldn't be able to purge. But again, sorry, I get angry when this kind of things happens. Because as I said, I don't care if she's better or worse, if she's changed or worse. Just give us the chance to understand what's happening and refund us in a way. Do you want to let us completely respect? It's okay. Just refund us all legendary points and all these rings, and I'm fine with that. Clear these purgative buffs always, just add always, and I'm fine. But just don't go ahead and change something like this without saying anything in the patch notes, and then this still purges on miss. This is horrible. Sorry. Lord Freeze. Captain Cold, Arquim Majesty, Lord Freeze, and Fate. Why do you want to die on Cap Cold? So I was saying, sorry, I had to just fuel some anger. Captain Cold to me seems like a good choice because you can slow them down. Yeah, no, I'm not salty. It's good because you have the chance to slow them down, call the assist and whatever. But again, Constantine would have been a better leadership in there because they are forced to attack Halloween Magister, and Larfreeze is good at call assist. Halloween Magister is, Fate is, and Constantine will give intelligence down, slows, bleeds, and rages. I always try to go for Constantine. That's the difference between me and you. So we destroyed that stupid Batgirl team. By the way, that team sounds nice. And to me, I suppose that Larfreeze may need some kind of better protection because Halloween Magister nowadays is not that good. So maybe Martial Manhunter, Halloween Magister, Larfreeze, and Wonder Girl, or Fate. No, I didn't. No, I didn't because when I arrived home, I just got my dinner. Then I sorted some stuff and just took my time until midnight or close to that, and then I started the stream. So I didn't have the chance. I was talking about Larfreeze and the new reworks, and didn't even check Wonder Girl. Robin is another candidate to my team of Titans, but I don't really like his kit. It's just like, I will punch you again, I will hide in shadows, I will punch you again. Again, I still really like Wonder Girl even with 50%. I just want them to fix the stupid Persian miss and the bug where she procs with less than 6. So let's AoE here, destroy you. I can flash. Yeah. Yeah, Damian is just that. And to be honest, I'm sad that Superboy is not part of the challenge. I would have used this as an excuse to level him up. Because I'm starting reading Rebirth, and I'm finally in the part. Oh, that was Shazam. I suppose it was Black Adam. I didn't even check for it. I was saying I'm in the part where I'm starting Superman story, so he's a big part of that, and I'm pretty happy. No spoilers. It's just that he's a big part. While the other Superboy, the one that I liked from Young Justice or something else, Teen Titans or whatever, yeah, Connor or Monel would have been my choice for Superboy. I get that they chose this one. I'm okay with that. Connell, sorry, Monel is the one from Supergirl. Connell is the Abomination. Bummer. This Wonder Girl thing just half cal, half flex, yes. Best of both worlds. So let's check the announcement. As soon as I destroy these guys, or they destroy me, or whatever. Let's find the announcement. Someone is going to be pissed. Sorry. Okay, sorry. That this is a priority. So I don't know if you can read. Let me zoom it. So today's event here. Let me do something like this. Okay. Toxic challenge is Dr. Poison, and we will get Sinestro White Lantern as the heroic challenge of next month. So thank you. And this Red Robin Team Drake PvP week, it's just good. No, I just proved it. You cannot. And PvP board completion is the Great Broccoli, and I will get him 12-5. Let's go over there. So let's end this game quickly. Sorry, I don't want to be bothered with punching guys any longer as of now. As you can see, 70% to me it's okay. I will proc anyway, I don't care. It's just that I don't like the fact that they didn't. And she does no damage at all. Right now she does no damage with the lasso. Because I was used to bring some pain in reds. Okay, so I will try something after that. Which is going against Wonder Girl with Clayface team. Okay, let's check the legendary points. So here, first legendary points on Atrocitus is gain damage per enraged ally. Pretty good. Up to 75% increased damage. This legendary, it's 65% chance, so it's 90% to call assist from each enraged teammate. It's like dumping some One on some of them and then releasing the bees. And the other legendary points is only enraged teammates attack random enemies. Again, it's an AoE that applies enraged to everyone and strengths up to everyone, and then the one that gets enraged will attack random enemies. To me, it's good. This is the White Lantern Sinestro effect. And when he revives, he gets 40% health and shield. I just wonder if this one can proc multiple times. What I mean is, if I kill someone and he revives, can he die again and revive and die again and revive and die again and revive? Can we go on and on and on forever? And Berserk, Alliance and Rage gain 15 damage and 50 speed, okay? At the beginning of battle, apply Rage to teammates. So, this is huge. You will get to enrage everyone, they will be faster. Yep. This is gross. This is gross. And as the devil, or Paul, call him whatever you like, is saying, Supergirl just got a new chance. What I've seen here is that he's pretty slow at 110. And he has the support kit. Striker support team, physical support team. So bunch of strength, little bit of stamina, little bit of health. It's not a huge tank, but it's good. So double the amount from 40%. It's horrible. It's all mine. Still one buff from every hero, and 10%, if not again. Always gains intelligence up, so this legendary point is horrible again. Orange Corpse. Purge all buffs from the target. This is huge. Okay. The third skill is huge. Purge all buffs from target. Every time he's debuffs 50% to purge 2 debuffs from himself. Again, turn meter up. This means the end of character like, you know, Bane, Constantine, and whatever. Because every time that they will do something like stupid, like attacking him, he will get 2 meter up, and he will damage and purge, and yep. And this is the legendary ones that it was already good because he gained 2 meter up and permanent intelligence up, which I suppose they were 5. And when an ally dies, so he procs on his allies, gain permanent crit chance up and 100% turn meter. So Lobo with Lar Freeze. He is pretty slow. It's only 100. So I suppose you want someone to call him an assist or maybe speed him up like Red Robin and stuff. And it's pretty squishy against normal damage. He has a lot of agilities though, and a bunch of intelligence. I fear that he will do a lot of damage because this is like 2800, while if we go over Etrigan, it's even less than that. It's just 2400. So he has 400 intelligence over Etrigan, and we all know how much Etrigan punches. The other thing of the month, Medfield, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty sure that every Lantern lover is happy with Medfield being the PvP reward. I can stop buying his shards from the shop. Red Robin, I'm happy because I want him to be L5 eventually. I don't care about Star Sapphire, and I don't care about Jon Stewart. Giganta, we knew about that. And the Siege tournament will be a tournament starting from August 6th and run until 7. This tournament with an average siege energy. You want the average battle. So this issue today was because they were trying to implement the 5 average siege energy. Using featured heroes will give you extra trophies when you win. This is huge. This is pretty huge. Because this is some kind of end game, because you want everyone to be at gear 11 and 70, because you will be able to get more points from the win. Michael, this is what we were talking about, where having a deep roster means that you get more points compared to the gear 10 guys that are forced to use, let's say, always Deathstroke and Lobo, and they will get, yep. And if the board clear reward, if the board clear cost, it's like 15, like it was today for a moment, it will be just the end of a low-level player trying to get world first. So Dr. Poison and White Lantern Sinestro, we did talk about this. Level up and bleed on all enemies, finish with gas immunities. So they fixed this issue with gas grenade that was getting heal immunity to targets, and then no, I don't think so. Or we did, yes, because Larfreeze is not available in the tournament, so there's no Larfreeze. Good eyes, good catch. Is the reward for the month-long event. We knew that. So yeah, easier. So Larfreeze will be the reward. We will get him at the end of the month, so on September 3rd. And let me find the other announcement for Larfreeze is in the second week. So Larfreeze is here in the 2026 of August. So I suppose that's it. You have to buy the packs, or you have to spend gems to get Larfreeze if you want to have point in this week. That's not something that I wanted to see, to be honest. Maybe this is the first month where it's convenient to buy the 25 pack, because you will start gearing up your Atrocitus, you will start getting your Larfreeze, unlock him. Yeah. Avarice, it's written here. Refreshes over time, and it's rewarded from legendary missions. So I suppose that we will have like 10 or no problem. We will have like 10 Avarice, and we will probably end up getting like 2 fights every 12 hours. So I don't really like this Red Robin here instead of Larfreeze. I'm happy because I need Red Robin shards. But it was like in the Euro Showdown of last month. It's really needed that is here too. Again, I could use these shards because I need 300. Or 280, so I will push for top 35. But you know, it's cool. Yeah, I will get White Lantern Sinestro, which is one of my stupid guys here, which was not enough for Hell 1 until the recent sale. So I'm happy about that. I will just farm until L4. Green Lantern, Red Robin. So let's compare this kit to maybe Steppenwolf has this kind of kit. No, he doesn't. He has a tank kit. Who has a support kit here? So the kit for Atrocitus is the same of... so let's compare Atrocitus with the Red Robin here. We have one Atrocitus that gets nearly 200 strengths more. Same agility, so he swishes us Red Robin. He has way more stamina and thus way more health. He's fast as Red Robin, but Red Robin should have a higher starting speed. So it's fast as I suppose. Who is 110 in gear 11? I can't remember. He has a great... He's a low heal intelligence, so he will take a lot of damage from special damage dealers. So it's just like a tankier, slower Red Robin. I don't think he's comparable to the likes of Bane, for example. Let's get someone who has Bane geared up. I don't know if Michael has Bane. Okay, Bane. No, Bane is way more tankier and has the same strength. He has even more strength than Bane. So this is good. He has more strength than Bane, more agility, and more stamina. No, less stamina. Yep, because it's 37k against 33. So it's fine. He seems interesting. I suppose he had a tankier kit, slower tankier kit. He is fast, but not that much to be compared with the likes of Red Robin. He is a little slower than Anaquima Jester. Anaquima Jester is 114 and he is 110. I suppose that 110 it's let me think. She's 115. Can remember one that is see you later, Paul. Can remember one that is exactly 110. So and I was saying here we have Black Adam, Martian Hunter Lobo. Fine. See you later, Michael. Let me open a couple of packs. Let's see if we can get some PvP energy. Or Aris shard. No. Okay, PvP energy. it was like 4 minutes and it wasn't worth to buy another pack. And I should be top 100, yes. This board clear will bring us like 8-ish or something. So, what I was saying before, she's just gear 10, never mind. But anyway, again, let's go with it. I wanted to see how much damage she lost. And I will go with Clayface team against Wonder Girl. She should be my natural counter, and she does no damage at all. $7k on a crit, it's like nothing. And I don't know why she still procs at 4. I was still checking Atrocitus kit, thinking around, you know, estimated legendary points order. I will go over there in a second. So, thinking around legendary points for Atrocitus, which is the freebie and the one interesting to talk about. I suppose if you go for the leadership role, and the first one you should take is the lead. Applying rage, strengths up, and shield to all allies, which will benefit from its own, you know, call assist or whatever. And because he focuses on enraging everyone, I suppose this is 90% and this is 100%, so it's call assist on someone specific to random attacks, but this will apply 75%, so this may be considered like a 75% chance to call and rage from everyone, but I suppose this has better synergies than this. To me it seems like an L5 candidate, because this is mandatory. This is pretty good because it makes him like Little Grandy or Clayface or whatever the new revivers are. Maybe this is the last one to take. These enraged enemy attack random enemies. It's okay because you have to remember that the randomness is limited when there are invisible guys or taunters. Same goes for this. So these two are part of his kits, and you shouldn't skip those. Maybe they are second and third, or third and second, or whatever. And this is the fourth. which allows him to do a lot of damage, because he will gain 2 strengths up and do like 15% chance, 50% chance of damage, 15% more damage. So maybe the fourth, because he has diminishing returns, where when you get next towards the end of the games, you are left with maybe 2 guys. This is just 25% more damage, and the other guy have to be enraged. So I'd rather get this one and have my team up instead of this one. So it's 5, 2, 3, depending, 4, 1. While Larfreeze, I think that you want to this one as the last one. This is good. It's maybe second. Now this is the first. If you don't have any kind of purgers, this is the second. If not, this is the second. Then the other is the third, if you want him as a purger. If not, maybe you want to use this one. And the last one is the fifth. So it's 4, 2, 3, 5, 1. Because this one is huge with Lobo. So you may even increase it as second one, because it's permanent crit chance up. But the issue is that you have to taunt Lobo before he goes, or it's all wasted. As usual, if you are lurking, please follow. I need just one more follower for the 50 mark, and then we will enable the subscription or subscribers. Sorry, starting to get tired. So this is pretty awkward because they are low level, so I will probably kill them before they are able to go. There was this guy on Discord that was asking, "It's a Red Hood good? Is any good?" And I suppose that Red Hood is one of the best leaders in the game. He provides so many things in one single character that you have just to bear with him. She never was. She only gets that if you have the legendary points. Do you have the legendary points? Okay. But she's horrible anyway. Yeah. If she doesn't get the taunt, then they probably did something wrong. So let's just purge. Yeah, too powerful just to be sleeping. I will try and ask Hate Mail if he can check. Oh, thank you for the follow, Cash. And you have the legendary point in Giganta, Cage? Or Kage? Because we were talking with... yep, I am finally able to get to this stupid... you know, partnership or whatever. And we should be there. And I was saying, Fantastic Paul or the actual devil on Reddit, on Discord, is saying that Giganta is not getting her buffs from the Stomp. So I was going to ask Hate Mail because I know that he has. No, sorry, I'm just not talking because... Hi guys, I was trying to ask Hate Mail to test for the taunt because I know that he has her fully skilled whatever. So I'm trying to get him and confirm that the bug that Fantastic Paul, yeah, Illuminati, that Fantastic Paul told us about, it's real and not maybe one case of... Oh, so I didn't know that he was here. Or it's you. It's you, yep. Okay, so 8. I asked you into the Discord. So seems that Fantastic Paul is saying that Giganta doesn't proc her taunt when using her fourth here. The stomp, the big stomp. Can you please check and maybe confirm that? No problem. And where's the T and the H in Malus? But beside that, Oh, no problem. Oh, okay, so while Edmel is testing the Giganta bug, we are like 15 minutes from the event. Yep. So let's play a little bit with this energy and keep going on in the PvP. Full green. Let's just go like this. So this is maybe one. Let's auto this. What's your humming, Jess? What's your, perplexity? So, because I was checking on the Discord Rediverse, I've seen that Milutin is right now changed from Yellow Lantern Sinestro to Atrocitus. So you changed your affiliation with the corpses just like this. So Jess, I'm still waiting for that answer. What's let's see if we can find someone worthy here. Oh, Batman. So, this is one of the meta team that's been spawned by the existence of Wonder Girl. And they usually have Allegory Jester instead of Power Girl, and someone else instead of Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is nice because it will allow your other guys to miss. The issue is that without Allegory Jester, you don't risk any kind of a rage on turn 1, and Deadshot cannot miss. So you are able to one-shot Wonder Girl and proceed from there. At the first turn, you want to taunt up with you want to be taunting on Superman or someone else just to be able to protect your guys, especially because there's this Power Girl behind that can probably go on with her on her AoE. Sorry, let me check this message. And as I was saying, we don't have any big issue with Batman Beyond applying the 8 chance down, because many of our attack won't be able to miss, and we are capitalizing on our guys to be able to outsmart them and kill them. Yeah, Hate Mail is going to has already tested the taunt on Giganta, so she's even worthless than she was before. And sorry if I kept you wondering what I was doing, but I was trying to get in touch with 8-Mail because it's the only one that I know that has a Giganta at L something able to test the proc on the taunt. So as I said, the answer to that team is something like Red Robin to speed up and True Sight Deadshot. It's not the speed that's important, but the part that gives him True Sight, avoiding him to allowing him to avoid taunters and whatever, while killing Wonder Girl on turn 1 means that your eventual entry gun or your Wonder Girl can just slow roll them and destroy. So let's take this other Batgirl here. Yeah, L4. I suppose that you had her high enough. Mine is just L2, and I didn't want to buy the third pack. And I misclicked. When I was streaming the other day, I was showing her legendary points, and I was saying I will probably get her to gear 11. I wanted to get her 1 and 3, and then I misclicked and got the 2. To be honest, she's good, but for people like you or maybe like me, that we already have a developed roster. Yours is better than mine, obviously, but we were talking about people like Kage or other guys that maybe have just 10, 12, gear 11. And I think you better go with someone like Bane or even Green Arrow Emerald Archer over her, because the benefit that she provides is marginal compared to Harlequin Magister, maybe not next month, Green Arrow, Red Hood, Red Robin, Deadshot. There are so many better reds. She's good, just not for everyone. And on defense, I've fought like 10, 12, L4, gear 11, and yeah, she was doing nothing, and she died by bleeds, Etrigan, and so on. Yeah, when you misclick, it's just okay. I brain farted. It's okay. Oh, I forgot that Red Hood was faster in this thingy here. So let's just try and dispel Etrigan, because I want to kill him. And then we will taunt with Superman. Yeah, I forgot Red Hood was faster. And she has True Sight, right? Okay. I shouldn't play and do something. Yeah, I'm just after. I will stop after this, and we will go into the challenge. So let's try and smack this Red Hood. This will give me another turn which will mean I will try and kill Redwood or close. 5 minutes. Are you ready, 8 mil? I said before, I hope that they have not done something like no, just multitask. You can do both. I'm pretty sure you can. What I don't want to see here is something like first turn you can use everyone, second turn you can use only rank 2, third node you can use 3 stars, 4 star, 5 star, and the last node is just L5, because if it's just that, it will be something less interesting than I hoped. So as long as something done right, this may be the first step towards a better end game, and I'm just dying to see. Yeah, you can stream on the iPad directly on Twitch without all this, as you can see. My configuration right now has music, as the chat on the side and stuff like that. You can use one tool called Omelette Arcade. I will link into the chat, and it will allow you to stream directly on Twitch from the iPad. And the good thing about this kind of tool is that it will make stream more portable, because you will be able to stream in the middle of the city if you have a good connection. And the best thing, if more player come to stream on Twitch, is that you can have raids, and I can have my viewership come to your stream, and then when you are done you can move yours to Ogre or someone else. And yeah, the more the merrier. It's actually true. And with that tool you can stream directly on Twitch. And this is marginal, but it's easier to get to the custom stuff here than on YouTube, because you can have your custom emotes on 50 follower. Sorry, you can have the subscriber, and the subscriber can get the custom emotes from Twitch. Like I have this one from one friend of mine, or you may have different and custom stuff that you usually don't have. Yeah, I will stream on Sunday, so if you are after me as usual, I will ride you. Just I'll make sure to follow you. Let me follow. Okay, so I can raid you. So it's time. Let's get it on. So first bonus, it's horrible. And the team is composed by, as I said, Nightwing. Or let's just go with him. She, and Cyber. So first node. Oh, as a story, pretty cool. So first node is just so it's easier. It's easy as usual. Nothing to see here. Remember that both Cyborg and Robin are gear 10. So next battle, let me check the rewards. So next battle gives me nothing again. See you later, 8mil. Have fun. And I really like if they kept this story mode going on and on, instead of just being on the first and maybe on someone node later on. So let's go back to map. Third node is still horrible. Let me go and check. Yeah, sure. Let me go and check this social, because I don't know if I want to. I was saying third nodes. Yeah, the scotch is to forget about this. Super cute dark enemies. So this is a 3-wave, 2-wave. The amount of self-buffing from... I'm still hoping that we get something else. How many nodes there are? So we finally get to face off against Deathstroke. Let me put some music just to ease the pain. Let me buff up, destroy everyone here. No, you should have. You shouldn't have told that. It's not considered a leader. It doesn't have even the leader. Maybe in the next... if they unnerfed him. Yeah, as I said, I hope that we would get to a point where he was like this. Him alone against 4 of us, and he was like year 12 with full buffs. Let's go back to the map. I think that if this is it, I won't even bother. So we are starting to see some stuff here. This is costing 25, while the previous node did cost 20, 15. So it's 5 energy each node increasing. So Robin can proc Starfire. Good to know. So the reward are not even 100%. Okay. This is still L1 and L2, while this was just L1, right? No, this is what... So they can give you the whole 9 years of L3 and every gear in the game and the good rings. And he is a leader right now, so it's L1. Yeah, I don't think any of the veteran need any kind of shards of Deathstroke. And after they destroyed him with the nerf, I don't think that anyone is using Deathstroke any longer. And I for sure, at the moment I am, you know, thinking that I waste some gear on Nightwing. He doesn't even buff himself when I kill some of his friends. Yeah, that's pretty good. As I said, the point is that they said this was an event for veterans, and up to now, there's nothing that me as a veteran is wanting from this. I probably didn't know. I suppose that he was going to the movie and so he just died. So one ring after we wasted 120 energy. This is 35. Rewards are still not interesting. I got one. So this is what I was thinking. This is legendary rank 2 required. Next one will be L3, then L4, then L5. And I don't even bother to L5 my Robin, Cyborg, and whatever. I will miss the story, but I don't care. Oh, this is nice because you know, when Deathstroke, Marvel and DC were going to grow up as characters building, they were stealing from each other, and Thanos was taken by Darkseid, and Deadpool is a copy of Deathstroke. So that's a nice line of script. Cheers, Warner Bros. This is pretty good. Yeah, and this is gross because Ryan Reynolds was interpreting the Green Lantern in a self-titled movie, and is the one that is interpreting Deadpool. This is the best part of the evening. I'm just gladly that I spent the energy on this just because of this. So they are starting to become bulkier. And I suppose that there's a Grid Hunter. This is a Grid Hunter, I suppose. Okay, no Grid Hunter here. Grid Hunter. So we have a Grid Hunter here. And Tauntaun delays turns. So as usual, you want to kill the Grid Hunter as soon as possible. They are squishy right now because of Cyborg. I think that Cyborg can basically solo this stuff. $60 shards of Deathstroke. That's huge. People can just get to L1 or 2 with a couple of runs. Let's see if the rewards changed. Or if it's the usual. So it's 90 shards of Deathstroke. Just L3. And this is what I feared. They want us to have just L4, L5 guys. And I'm sad that I will not be able to see the next stages. I will have to wait for someone to post the story, because there's no chance that I have all of them at L4 or more. Let's just read them. Jess is reading. No, it seems that your message didn't. Can someone type in chat, please? The last message I see is the one from Michael that says he enjoys the story. So Paul just wrote that piece. So it seems that, yeah. So it's just that Jess cannot. Yeah, I've seen the message from Jess right now. So maybe you had an issue, Jess. How are you guys doing this? Are you able to play up to some level, or you just ignore the event? Oh, that's okay. He is not even getting... what's sad is not getting the buffs, so he is not even an issue for us. Yeah, Nodes is, yeah. Let's use this, because we brought Cyborg for this very skill, and we are not able to use this. Yep. What was that, Paul? So, sadly, this is it. Next battle requires 10,000 energy, which I will not spend, even if I could. Because he requires Legendary 4. And as you can see, I don't have any Legendary 4. I could use my Terra, Wally West, Supergirl, and Robin, and Cyborg to L4. But to be honest, it would have been like 100k legendary essence for nothing. Yep. It doesn't make any sense. It's sad. It was a good chance to do something good, and it was nice. The story was nice, and I really dig those two calls to the movies, especially jokes about Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern, and Deadpool. And as I said, I have enough Robin here, Cyborg, to get him to L5. But the point is, you realize that I was going to spend 1k essence just to take them to L4, and then 400,000 more. So in total, 500,000 legendary essence, which means like 25k Yeah, the point is that you will spend 25k gems to get I got one white ring, some L3 and Deathstroke shards. So beside the very achievement of completing this just because of that, the difficulty is none, because you can one-shot the Grid Hunter with a Cyborg and there's no issue. So let's just do this something like this. Okay, so story 10 out of 10. Rewards 2 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And lockout 2 out of 10. So this is my overall feeling about this. It's a pretty good story, horrible rewards, because as I said, to get there, if you are not there, you will need, let's say, every 10,000 legendary essence are worth 4k gems. Okay, so to get to 500 you will need 20k gems, and with 20k gems you will be able to run so many ring events. So let's just, because there's these ring events today, let's just run this with just 500 gems. I got 2, 3, 4, 5 blue ring and 5 green ring, which is way better than 1 white ring. You get what I mean? And you can refresh 20k divided 500 times this, and you will get more white ring or that ring, the one that you need, that you can even gain with the event. And what's sad, it's that you have to spend energy to play here. So you have to spend energy which you cannot spend on Wonder Girl, on some other events. You have to have guys at L4, which will cost you 20k gems, and the rewards are abysmal. Unless they are guaranteed L5. These are not even L4 orbs. So you force me to have legendary 5, legendary 4 guys, and the rewards are not even worth it. Okay, I will just shut up, burn my energy here, and go to bed. It's been a sad night. I hope for the best, and I got some kind of sad, angry, I don't know. Yeah, there's no need of leveling them up. I was leveling my, as I said, I was leveling my Nightwing just to be able. Have a good night. Oh, have a nice day, Michael. I was leveling my Nightwing because I wanted him to be good and be gear 11. But that, as I said, it's not worth it. Sorry if the last part of the stream was, you know, some kind of bummer, but we didn't know what we were expecting. So, if you need Deathstroke shards, by all means, this is one good event for you. But if you need Deathstroke shards, you will probably have just enough for L3, which is what I was stopped, and I had like 600, and right now I have like 900. So I got, did you complete it, Hatemel? Did you take screenshot of the last two nodes? Because I don't want to spend the legendary essence to play those two, and I'm only interested in the story. So if you didn't, and yeah, I suppose that the rewards are always the same horrible one. I just wanted to know the story. So if you go again for some, you know, good heart reason, just please tomorrow, yeah, post the video on YouTube. I will watch it and I will be good with that. And just because I'm pissed with this kind of reward, I will get Superboy 12-4. Just because this. It's a shame. They could have been done so many things with this event. And yeah. Even legendary essence or, you know, everything would have been good as a reward. I just got one white ring on the 2 nodes before the legendary 3, so I think it was like 7 node. Yeah, they said you will be happy with the rewards, and I am happy if I am a starting player. As a veteran, the rewards are abysmal, and I don't know if you were on stream when I said that. Beside you that you already have all them at L5, to get them, let's say, the average people will have them at L3. And to get them to L4 and L5, you will spend 20k gems. Just that. It's more than that, but let's say it's 20k gems. And with 20k gems, I can run so many ring events. I can run so many ring events that I don't need to run this event. It's just a waste of energy. And with that energy that I spent for this event, and I was saving like 120, I could have run chapter 8 to get more essence than I got from this event. This song is a perfect title for my humor right now. Yeah, I did auto for everything. I was just not doing auto because I thought people want to see me doing something. And then I realized it was even worth doing anything, because beside the stupid AI from Cyborg, I could have one shot at everyone. As I said, I just want to see the story and I will be done with it. I won't even bother. It's not that I won't keep throwing money at them. I'm in love with the game, and I'm dying to see the next month-long PvP. But the fact that they, yeah, yeah. In fact, I was, ranking. Rewards were like 2/10, unless you needed Deathstroke. Difficulty was 1/10. Lockout method was 2/10 because it's horrible. And the story is the only thing, especially the Ryan Reynolds things, was 10/10. Yeah, you are well. You don't care about the Best Buy iTunes cares. You will spend those money anyway. Don't worry. The issue is that I will throw money at them, especially because I love the event. But the fact that Lark Freeze is available only at the end of the month, and they have this week with this, they have this third week of the month when you are forced to use Lark Freeze to get more points. It's just poor marketing, because you don't have Lark Freeze yet. You have to just buy it. And that's horrible. It's not something that you want. Yeah. Beside my Esploit on this evening, I think I will be quiet for a little bit. You will have Lark Freeze only at the end of the month, while Lark Freeze Alliance character is in the middle. So to be able to gain point for your alliance, you will have to spend money or gems to gain Lark Freeze shares, and that's horrible again. Nope. It's just like this. Only the time until the end of the event is instead of 1 day is 30 days. It ends on September. And from what we know, there's no board clear reward. Because they said that they won't. They said you want to be able to choose who you fight. If you use featured character, you will gain more. They didn't say every board clear is, Cyborg. They didn't say that. So, nothing. Yeah, just go. I really wish that you can prove me wrong and say, no, you Dulot, you are a retard, because they will give you 10 shards of Lark Freeze every day. I'm happy with that. You are easy on the pitchforks. And to be honest again, I'm pretty happy with the game. Thanks to Wonder Girl, we have right now a really different meta at the moment. At least from what I can tell in top 100. We have right now Batgirl teams, we have Superman teams, we have Bleeders, we have uh, Wonder Girl team. We have so many things. I don't know. As I said, I really like next month. Beside Larfreeze, Larfreeze availability. Sorry, and I think people like Jazz are really happy. Michael, Jazz are all pretty happy about a Lantern month. They were waiting for so long, and we have White Lantern Sinestro. We had Medfield as a Berkeley reward. We have so many good things next month. I won't whine about Larfreeze not being able because I will get him anyway. I will buy him anyway, so I don't care. But I find like poor marketing strategy to force people to spend. They really want to be, you know, top because they probably want to have L5 on Nightwing. I don't know why, but maybe they want that. I will just settle for rank 100 and I will be done with that. In fact, if I get to 1k shards, I will stop playing. Trophies, obviously. It's possible because you are, if you go there and you have a good roster with all gear 80, you will just 3-star everything, right? You have everything right now, and let's see where his Nightwing is. So Nightwing is just 2-star, and he wants to have everyone at L5, right? So he wants to push hard because he wants his roster to be all L5. So you spend like 10k gems and you buy your L5. So one more game for me and we will call it quit. As I said, I've been a little bit sad or worse about this event. I was so hyped. I think I will keep my eye for next month heroes as soon as we are able to play with them. So Jess, can you please check? No, nothing worth. Jess, can you please check Telegram, please? And as I said, as both Darin and 8mail said, if you have the chance to buy from Best Buy and get the iTunes card from the US store, they are at the discount. So instead of spending the usual $100, you will pay 85 and get 100. So that's it. You may want to, you know, capitalize on the offer. For the Italian players, it's more of a burden because you have to swap stores and you have to have a valid credit card, and it's boring to do. Besides that, if you can, you are on the US store. Go on. So, we ended this evening rank 36 without even trying. And we did this first part of the event up to the first to last node. It did require 45 energy and L4 titans, which I could have, but the 20k worth were not in fact worth to me. So rewards were not good. Just to recap it, rewards were not good. The event in general was nice. The best part was the story, but the event was too easy to just you could do just auto it. The event was too easy, and the lock-in system was not even close to good. Maybe next time they will do something better. So this is it for today. Yeah, let's hope. Going to stream on Sunday. Hope to see you on Sunday. Have a good night. Bye bye. Ciao.